Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, Big Cat. They did a death spell on you. They did. We are going to lead with a strong Florida water because that bad juju will stay with they, them, and There's no room at my inn for what fucking is blood. Neither is there any for yours. The planetary energies today, darling dears. Let's get off the preliminaries before we get into the nitty-gritty of Wagwan with the what feeble-minded, the dull-eyed ones that like to curse people and put wickedness on them when they have not, I repeat, have not looked in the mirror. The planetary energies are the Skullduggerous moon is in Leo, darling dears, the fifth house. The fifth house of drama.com. The fifth house is a house of life, darling dear. The fifth house is also the house for romance. The SEX is the house of children, having a childlike spirit. It's also about taking a risk. Somebody took a risk against you, darling dears. But let's not jump off too quick. Let's finish with the planetary energies first. The moon enters Leo, darling dears. Matters of the heart can become a great concern today, darling dears. Yeah. You also have the asteroid series, darling dears. Asteroid series is its main function is associated with the hard work of parenting someone or a project and raising it from the seed to the harvest. Well, guess what, Big Cat? Series. I've got to laugh because the planets are lining up for this. She's naive. Ceres is retrograde in Libra. Dun dun dun. Yes, baby. The seventh house of partnerships, darling dears, where contracts will be rescinded when you realize the seeds you sowed was trying to be what? Dusted down with arsenic, darling dears. They got a what? Something for your back, neck, front and side. Ceres being retrograde in Libra, darling dears, is going to bring disharmony in your most personal relationships as you're trying to find a balance between we and me. Baby! Oi, Big Cat! Quiet as it's kept. I'm a teller. I tell everything. I'm giving the usher and I'm giving you the head ups. You better minus the Big Cat. You've only got one life to live and they want you brown bread. We also have the Sun in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus, darling dears. Aquarius, the 11th house, darling dears. What's the 11th house about? It's about groups, darling dears. It's about your health and your routine. Somebody's mapping out your routines to catch you off guard. Go and watch my Don't Get Smoked video where you will acquire 3 go-to moves and learn light kung fu and self-defense. Fist bump. This is a day of what power struggles between new thinking and old systems. Someone doesn't like the fact that you've changed your face on this world. They don't like the life that you're living now, the one gifted to you by the Most High. One where what peace, that big P, is being bandied around. Peace which can't be bought or bartered. You've got the peace and the space to meditate on getting great. I'm a poet. Fist bump, yeah. The version that they turned into whilst they was around you, darling dears. They were silent, abusive, frustrated, and plotting on your blood clot. Yes, baby, we've got to come through with a strong B. Why? Because of that throuple, darling dears. You're saying, what throuple case? Every day there's a throuple. There is. Yes, there is. But you're dexterous, darling dears. It's the throuple of what? Envy, jealousy, and hate. Envy because they can't stand what you have right now. Jealousy because they don't want you to have it, darling dear. And hate is what took them to a spellcaster, or they just went on Google spell, darling dear. Who put those spells on there? And why did they follow them? Didn't they realize that your day one was the Most High Father, God, Mother Isis? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Return to sender. Ephesians 6:13, as we draw on the whole spiritual armor. Are you kidding me, blood? Bruh, or sistrine? I've got a disgusted look on my face, darling. It's disgusted. I didn't even go for a lace front. I'm in my workout gear. This is how disgusted I felt. Because when I'm coming to do your reads, darling dears, I sip a mocha. I go through my planetary notes because I like to put them together the night before. But I got this foreboding, like something's about to go wrong. I said, not on my watch, blood. You're going to get the usher whether you like it or not. Right. Let's get the planetary energies. Oh, we already said that. The ancestral energies around this. Because this is outrageous, darling dear. Whatever they're cooking up, it's intensifying, darling dears. But remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Can't you see spirit in the background? God sits high and looks low. Many of us didn't leave the situation unscathed, but we came out what a better cat, realizing that we read energies, darling dears, and we pay attention to the what? That's right, big cat, the first red flag. You're out of there, tinky winky styly. What do you mean? You've got the gift of goodbye. Leave them where they are. You ain't gonna try and work out why they're effed up in their cranium. Nah, blood. You've only got one life on this mount. Woof. Your ancestors got to tell you. You are protected, darling dear. And we've also got the what? The watchtower of the west. Lean in, big cat. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is a question asking you, what do you really want in life, darling dear? Why? Because you've done the inner work and it's the rebirth of you. Yes, baby. They don't like what you changed into, what you was meant to be on this Malkuth, the baddest of them all. Trying to get me to suck my 31 teeth, but I'll not have it. I'll now brown cow. And something significant is going to be returned to them during the autumn months. Write that down on your almanac. And when it happens, what do you do, big cat? That's right. We don't laugh. We just go, because karma likes to visit all addresses. Nobody's exempt. Leave them to their karma and don't laugh. Remember, this person wanted you brown bread, right? Paralyzed, or in the madhouse. In the corner with some crayons. You are protected, darling dears. Remember I told you that, and the biggest, blackest cat of them all came through for you. Don't think what they did, right? They got away with it. They didn't. They did not. You ensure that you return that energy to the sender, darling dear, in the name of the Most High. Father God, Mother Isis, only energies of love and light may circulate in and around you, as above so below. You are the baddest cat of them all. And that throuple disease, darling dear, of envy, jealousy and hate, got a hold of them. But divine is going to have the last laugh. They wanted you dead. Good God. Go and watch my cardinal read, darling dear. Some of them have even gone as far as to get a whole insurance policy so they can sing Shall We Gather by the River in a falsetto with no tears on their face. And they ain't even got time to wait for them to put your grave in the your box in the ground. They're at the lawyers to get their insurance policy returned to them, darling dears. Remember I told you that. And if you think, oh, but case people can do whatever they want to do. Look at Sweetie Pie. He barely had well, he was his uncle, wasn't it? But he still got the insurance policy on this person and then killed his nephew. And his mother is still supporting him. I don't know, mate. I think that's above and beyond the call of motherhood, darling dear. You've got a killation that killed your favorite grandchild. Are you mad? After the grandchild's father's been murdered? Listen, that's above and beyond. I told my progeny. I told my son. I've told my daughters. What I will not support you in, darling dear, is grape. If you grape anybody in this lifetime, darling dear, you're out of there. Forgot about me, right? premeditated red rum. I told them if you do that, I can't support that shiznai. All right? I can't. Stealing other people's things when you are the child of a big cat. Me nah support that. That will be above the call of duty as a mother. You've got to get your rules and regulations. Base of the deck. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and wear the crown you do indeed, darling dear. Many of you are high priest or high priestess. HEYOKA, empath of the superpower kind. You know whom this energy is coming from, darling dears. It's what, fortunately for you, it's Venus Friday, where you can jettison into your spiritual bath, darling dears. Psalms 91, Psalms 121, Psalms 51, and what? Psalms 121, as you raise your eyes to the hills, from whence will your help come? It will come from the Most High, because man will fail you, and they will plot and plan and strategize for your downfall, your death, madness, or what? Being in their hemisphere, so they can pull you about like taffy, darling dears. This is moon energy, mother energy, so it's a feminine energy that's planning that she's naive on you. But then again, it could be a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. You got many of these men that are worse than bitches, darling dear. I'm telling you, especially when you tell them to get out, go to the raccoons. Yeah, because you ended a situation with them, darling dear. You are no longer tied to this person. This is why they sent this in. This could be a marriage, a friendship. Yes, baby. A frenemy, a snake, a little finger in your midst. This is why I always caution you, my dear big cat. You move in silence and you keep that grass low so you can see the smokeation from the snakes. But remember, you are big cat, and you will disarm and defeat. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And they've got no spiritual protection, darling dear. They're doing all of this and that. They don't even know what kind of spirits they woke up. It's all on them. They, them, and Let's keep hits here so you can see exactly what's going on. You don't break bread with this person on a regular basis. Wherever that circumstance or situation was, you extracted yourself. But they're still not happy with the fact that you're gone. Why aren't they happy that you're gone? They want you really gone. They want you like, shall we gather by the river? Yeah, that kind of gone. We've got two decks, darling. Because they saw you as a good investment. Maybe the seeds of your intellect, darling dear, your healthy outlook on life, whatever it was, darling dear, they saw you as the best investment to what? Take the piss with, darling. No, they've gone past that. They're taking the shit. If they're doing death spells, they're taking the shit and trying to do it in your life. Well, you better what? Make sure you get some Gorilla Glue on their bunghole, darling dear. We'll have no orifice perpetrating our hemispheres with what fucking is blood. We don't like it. We don't. They saw you as a good investment. They saw that you was loyal, Seven of Pentacles. They saw that you spoke things into existence, darling dear. You said you was going to do this, and that happened. And that's exactly what you intended, darling dears. So they went as far as a death spell, eh? Yep, they paid money for it, darling dear. They paid money. What did I say? Free of want on its face. Their plans have been interrupted. They paid money. They didn't like the attention that you was getting from others, possibly the tangible in the upright. Nine of Pentacles is what? Solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. They see that you are the whole army, from the commandante down to the foot soldier, darling dears. Yeah, they didn't like the attention that you got. They paid money for it. But it's also what? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. They failed to plan all the way to the end. That negative energy that they awoke, darling dear, trying to direct at you in the form of a death spell. It's got to go somewhere, because it can't come around your house, my house, or any other big cat house. Are you mad? Kill him first with a sage. Hey! The sage, listen. The California white sage, all right, with a pepper dusting of frankincense and myrrh, darling dears. You was preparing even before you knew they would go this far. Money was paid. Yeah. They paid for a quick service, darling dear. They wanted you to be dispatched in a short space of time. They was hoping to be successful, darling dears. Possibly to run to get your what? Life insurance policy. Or what? To go and tell more tall tales. To the many, this person loves the attention of others, darling dears. And what you are doing with your life, it's taking that shine away from them. Base of the deck and they're on a knife's edge. What did I just say? When you dig a grave for someone who only took their energy from you because you was what? A waste of space. You weren't protected by this person. And again, we've got the fertility in the reverse. And we've got no rebirth of the situation. That you didn't feel like a phoenix round there. You felt like a what? A dummy bat, darling dear. They're trying to take your God-given talents, your power from you. Well, they're on a knife's edge, darling. Look! A high commanded Decepticon, a narcissist, a gaslighter, someone who's old enough to know better, but all they want to do is what? Hate. The cups is a lot of emotions, but in the reverse, this is negative emotions of jealousy, envy, hate. And they just don't like you, darling dears. They don't like your eyelashes. They don't like the fact that your hairline is replenished. And they don't like the fact that you have opportunities that you've created for yourself on this skullduggerous plane. They want it for you. They wanted you to go down, Bobby Brown. Well, because they can't reach you where you are right now. You know your worth and you've added tax. This goes to 9 of Wands, right? Wounded warrior. This is also about you being vigilant, darling dear. Pay attention. Let me tell you something, big cat. You also have to be careful who you invite into your home. I didn't say your bed. I'm just talking about people allowed over the threshold. You can invite the wrong energy into your house, and the next thing you know, you're in a bad mood, you feel depressed, right? Your progeny is fighting, and you've got to be the invigilator for that, and you're not fancying it because you're too busy trying to bend the matrix. Be careful who you let into your house. There's a reason why people are meant to wipe their feet before they cross your threshold. It's a spiritual move, darling. You have to wipe off what energies it is and check it at the door. Me personally, I told you, I lead with a strong peacock feather over every entrance to my house. Yes, baby, I don't play. I've got my red brick dust underneath the doormat. I'm not playing. I can't afford to be what crack on crazy in my own domicile because of someone else's what demons. Oh, I think not, Scotty. Oh, I think not. They're going to come to you, right? Trying to say that they've found God. Or they're coming to you right, to try and be a wise advisor in a situation. So this person is coming in as a merchant of slander. Listen, you've got the Palace of Cups, again, the emotions. They're coming through to try and manipulate your emotions, right? And in some cases, to leave a little something behind in your house. No one's allowed in. My progeny can barely get back in. Listen, I told you they got birthmarks, and then birthmarks better line up with what I've got taken pictures of, mate. Because if you're a doppelganger, you will not enter. They've got no emotion, right? And they want to make amends. You had some kind of an argument, some kind of a fight, some kind of a disagreement. Or you heard the heinous gossip. They was gossiping about you, darling dear. Something in particular that said, you know what? I've had all I can stand and I can't stand it anymore. You did the Popeye, darling dear. Gathered your information because you didn't want to be caught up in your cranium wondering. Now they're wondering about you. And did I say they're spying? They're looking to see if you're dead. The swords is what? Intellectual energy that was sent your way, darling dear. They're trying to see if you're dead, paralyzed, broken on the rocks of life, darling dear. And for every day you're showing up as healthy and conquering the world in whatever way you wish, right? They can't take it. They're all in their cranium, darling dear. It's like they're on a knife's edge. But they clearly was thinking clearly when they tried to perpetrate this wickedness on you. They were thinking clearly. All of this swords energy. Look, it's the true proof. Well, what they wanted for you, darling dear, it shall not pass. Knight of Wands on its face. Outrageous. They wanted you to be in a situation where you couldn't recognize the love of yourself or was receiving any form of love. They wanted you to stay in a a hurt state, darling dear, but you are a spiritual warrior. You've got what the badass alchemist ways. They didn't know whom was caping for you in the spiritual world, darling dears. You are the break of and ancestors' karmic debt. Are they mad? Drink of that cup of love of yourself, darling dears, and take the time to sit down, because divine wants you to divine wants you to know this person's name. Sit down in peace, darling dears. Shut off all things that will take your attention, and then do your breath work. Remember, when you're doing the breath work, when you're breathing in, you put the tip of tongue to the top of your mouth. There's like a little hollow indentation. That's when you're activating your kundalini, connecting all of your chakras, darling dears. You breathe in. We're going to do it with the 3-6-8. Breathe in for 6. Hold it. Breathe in for 3. Hold it for 6. And then release your tongue from the roof of your mouth as you breathe out for 9. We're going to use the Tesla method, because you need to know this person's name. And don't force it, darling dears. It will come to you, because they've got the karma on them. What they tried to do to you, darling dears. They wished death. They wanted bankruptcy. They wanted you displaced. Pentacles on its face is mad, barking at passing cars, all because you didn't want what they were serving. They didn't protect you from nothing, not even themselves, and the wickedness they perpetrated. Pentacles on its face. This person also borrowed money from you or took something from you of something tangible, darling dear. They did it. And they're a page. A lying page who has no opportunities except for what they tried to put on you. All of this wicked energy's got to go somewhere. So what are they up to right now? Because we want to know. Right? So what are they doing right at this very moment? Looking at your opportunities, and they go for a season of displacement in their domicile, the mud hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the Spellcar Station, blood. No weapon formed against you, darling dears. What they tried to do to you is already done to them, and there they sit on the rocks of life, watching you get these opportunities, these infinite possibilities granted to you. And in some cases, they're seeing you looking healthier than ever, strong as an ox. And then don't like it. They're waiting. They're checking to see if you failed, if you've died, if you're broke. Right? Knight of Cups, and they're an effing liar. They've spent a lot of time lying on you. Knight of Cups is somebody who goes from person to person, but this person told a lot of unsubstantiated lies. Oh, child, they was fancy with that shiznai. Fancy. Wheel of Fortune. Well, guess what? Fate and destiny has stepped into the arena. What they was working on, darling dear. Return to sender. Listen, digging grave. Listen, they're always going to be emotionally attached to you, darling dears. They're always going to be watching you, wondering, when is it going to happen? And the more they watch and wonder, the more their life is what? A pillar of salt, just like Lot's wife, Salt Bay. 2 8s on the tableau, darling dears. It speaks about regret. The Emperor's New Clothes, darling dears. They was never the person they purported themselves to be. Let's get some names on the table. Look, this has never happened before. Can you see it? The runestone broke. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. Big Cat, you've been saved. This is the rune of destiny, the blank rune. It's split. This has never happened in all my years of reading tarot rune stones. What they try to do to you, it's been broken. Whatever this is the rune stone of destiny, guys. The blank rune. What they wanted for you. I feel like crying. I really do. But you're not going to get my eye chakras just yet. Let's see if there's any double runes out here first. Right. Okay. Everything appears to be... OMG. Look. What they tried, darling dear, it's been broken by the Most High himself, Father, God, Mother Isis. And look what's been put in its place. In my amethyst, there's 2 blank runes amongst those, darling dears. Divine is putting fate, destiny, and good luck in your steed, darling dear. Your steps are covered and guided. Wow. Right, nothing is similar. No, look! Algaz, the moon sign. This is a Cancer energy. The moon also rules Pisces, so that's narrowed it down. This is the letter A in the name of the Most High. Them wicked, but that wickedness is going to stay with them. This is the world card on its face, the letter F and O, right? We have Canaz, you isolated yourself. This is Hermit energy, the letter K, I, and C. We've got Swallow, Sun energy, the letter S. We've also got Thursas, Devil energy. This is in the reverse, darling dear, for Return to Sender, Capricorn energy. Represented by the letter X or an X. Right. We've got Uraz, the God card, in the upright, U and V. We also have Nafaz, Sun card, strength, spiritual strength, in the upright. We've got Radio. This is the Chariot, darling dear. Again, the Cancer energy coming out. Moon energy. We know who these people are. I know who it is. We also have Ingus. This is also represented by masculine energy or someone embodying masculine energy. Darling dear, represented by the letters N and G. I'm inclined to say, tell you as well, Aries, Mars energy. Self-serving, darling dear. What they wanted. This has never happened, blood. Never, ever, ever. There's 2 blank runes in the amethyst set. And it broke. It's never happened. Never in life. What they tried to do, they wanted you dead, big cat. I'd be very upset if you was dead. What am I going to do without my bestie? Who are we going to discuss and laugh? Ha ha. Like that. What would I do without you, bestie? You protect yourself. Make sure. Because I don't want to come to your funeral. I don't. This is a time where they're looking at your intelligence, darling. They didn't think you was intelligent. They didn't think you'd be able to lead the situation. They thought you was going to be buried by the gossip, rumor, slander, spellcastation. We've even got the cups in reverse. Be careful what you eat and drink around people, darling dears. Pay attention to your intuition as well as your discernment. Not everybody wants to see you make it past the finish line when you was built for this shiznai, as you are what prototype of your lineage, darling dears. They're seeing you from a different perspective. No matter what they try to form against you, it hasn't prospered. The runes are telling you this. I'm telling you this. The cards are telling you this. They're about to be destabilized. This is the loss of money. This could also be the loss of their mental health. Barking at passing cars, darling dears. Getting a big fenzik as they color and face the wall with their crayons. Yeah. They know that you've blocked that energy. They know that they're blocked from you, darling dear. They see that you stood your ground in a particular situation, maybe because you realize there's snake-like characteristics, darling dear. These hood-looking alfalfas. Outrageous for sure. And they want to offer you something. Listen, we've already saw the return to sender. They have not emotionally got over the fact that you didn't get what they expected you to get. The madness, the brown bread. Yes, toes up, darling dear, pushing up daisies. Or you're not what? Paralyzed in some hospital bed somewhere. They wanted you to fail on every level. And yet here they are sitting disappointed, disillusioned, and looking like a dickhead and a dumbass for calling up energies they had no business getting involved with. Oh, jealous to the core, darling dear, and they can't do it quite like you do, darling dear. This is gossiper, jealousy, envy, hate, and it could be somebody who presented as loyal, darling dear. They had it all together on the outside, but inside it was wickedness, envy, hate, and jealousy, darling dear. And what spell castation? I told you, they possibly even went to Google spell. Google spell. Let's get another deck. Base of your deck, you are happiness expert. This also speaks about the raising of your vibration, darling dear. They saw you as a right person. They thought you was an easily pushed about, darling dear. They thought you'd stay there and put up with all of their heinous behavior, right? They're a little finger doing things in the background and hiding their hand. Well, they've been exposed. You exposed them because we saw the letter X. This one wanted to fall off. You're a deep thinker, darling dears. And this is also a reminder for you going forward. You don't get your emotionals involved until you've done the full what? That's right, big cat. The boozy badass. You investigate everyone. I don't care if they're holding Jesus' hand. See if Jesus has got mind control, narcotics on him. I don't know. Don't trust them. Trust no one. They gave you pissant phobia and misophonia. This is where you sit in your intelligence, darling dears. Wisdom is for the wise. Continue to walk with the wise. You're being guided by your higher self, darling dear. Your higher mind, your ancestors, way showers, and spiritual guides. Right? Some of you are really upset when you left the city. You were sad. You was sad. But you chose you. This is king status, darling dear. You didn't come through as a page. You didn't come through as the king. You came through as the queen. You came through as the king blood. Whether you're male or female, you had to have this come to Jesus moment. Go into your memory bank and realize certain shit like he wasn't adding up around them. Yeah, you were sad to see them go, but that was the bit of codependency in you. Bonfire for that, darling dear. Down with the codependency. Boo! Boo! Yeah, you was sad. But you chose you in a situation. You had to be what? Cold-hearted, darling dear. Because they did a lot to bring a lot of tears to your face. They wanted you sad. They wanted you to still be dependent on them. And when you cut off that energy, oh, they're black, that black cold space they dare call a heart. They was heartbroken, darling dear. And most people with their heart break, they'd look at what they did in the situation and try and change it. No, they didn't. They didn't. They got angry, then they got vengeful, darling dears. And they paid a spellcaster or they went through Google spell. But what they tried to do to you, darling dear, was not even successful. It wasn't. This is someone that you can never ever eat or drink in their presence again, darling dear. The level of energies that they have on them. Outrageous. Clarify the King of Swords. King of Cups, you learn to master your emotions, darling dears. Take time with yourself, because that's how you was able to control your environment and get yourself back on the good foot. Four of Pentacles, darling dears. A new home, job, car, career, whatever it is. You could be an entrepreneur. It could also be the return to your mental health. No longer being around that bad-minded energy. And here you are, the Empress of everything, darling dear. Knowing your worth and adding tax. This is about the abundance that will be gifted to you once you realize that you are not fodder on the wind. You are a big cat, a soldier for the light. This is about your ideas being fertile. Continue to water your own grass, darling dears. Don't worry about what they done did. Return to sender. You have the Venus Friday, darling dears. Jettison into that spiritual bath and speak it into the water. The water is when the veil is finished, darling dears. They want to war with the spirit. You get in that bath and you speak to your ancestors. You cry out. And you make sure you cry your last tear about that shiznai. Are you mad? When you cry, you give your energy away. Don't cry for those mother foes. Know your worth. Realize what they wanted you to be in, darling dear. The energy that it took to bring that level of vengeance to the forefront. They were heartbroken. And what they tried to do to you did not prosper. Isaiah 48:22. No rest for the wicked. None. Base of the deck, moon energy. You know who this person is. This betrayer, this back front neck tabber. You know this person. Again, we see the what? The Cancer and Pisces energy. But there's other energies out here. We've got Capricorn. We've got Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, baby, right? We've also got the what? The hearts. This is again Cancer. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Base of the deck. Don't take them back, darling dear. It took a while for you to realize that you had the key, the Chiron key to your healing. This is you getting your life back on the good foot. It took some time, darling dear. But your life is turning around the further you get away from this energy and sit in whom you truly are, she or he, for whom the sun rises, that no weapon formed against you shall ever prosper. Why? It's not for you, darling dear. You were sent to be a soldier for the light. I've told you many times, Big Cat, you volunteered to come back and help these feeble-minded bottom feeders get off this hamster wheel of the rinse and repeat of the reincarnated life, darling dear. And what did they do? But put a death spell on you. Their actions have been caught and counted, darling dear. They're drowning in the same subterfuge they wanted to take you to the rocks of life, or what? Pushing up the daisies, darling dear. Barking at passing cars. This is the same thing that they're floating in, darling dear. A whole pool of shiznai created by they, them, and They wanted you to be heartbroken. Right? Six of Pentacles over that breadcrumbing relationship. They only gave you just enough to keep you what? On tether, darling dear. It was like the donkey and the carrot. I'm not calling you a donkey, you're a cat. But you know, I'm just using the figurative, darling dear. They wanted to breadcrumb you to keep you in this partnership, this friendship. But the Lovers is also Gemini energy. The rational mind had to come in. The Gemini is ruled by the Mercury. Mercury also rules the magician, darling dears. Divine gifted you with all of the tools, but the biggest tool you had was the time to sit down and think about this person. Think about their actions and get yourself out of that situation. Tinky winky styly. Look, the king, I just called the queen and now she's here. Know your worth and add tax, darling dears. No one can approach your throne without them being what? Interviewed. You are not going to get involved with anyone that's broke, going nowhere. Listen, anyone that's not on your intellectual level, they can't stay around you, darling dears. Why? They will develop that throuple, the envy, hate, and jealousy. Know your worth, darling dears. 9 of Wands. This is also your coming out time, because many of you have been felt vulnerable after what you've been through, but you can't live on that energy. You're still giving energy to the wicked. You've got to get back out there and live your life like it's golden. You are highly intelligent. Divine has gifted you with the tools to solve any issue with the least amount of effort because of what you went through. And you went through it and you came out of that situation with no vengeance in your heart. You came out with your third eye buffed up to a bitchin' shine. Understanding these mistakes was lessons, darling dears. Lessons to aid and abet your greatness. What did I say? Stop hiding yourself away, Big Cat. This is what they want you to do. Lock yourself up in your domicile, in your mind. Nah, babe, the cards, the Most High, and me, your best friend, is telling you it's time for you to get back out there and live your life, Big Cat. Live your life like every day is going to be your last. How about that? Because they're blocked. Your ancestors don't play. Not with you. Not with you. You stand your ground, Scotty. Stand your ground. You was in circumstances and situations where you didn't compare, but it was because you didn't know what the power you hold. They saw you as a good investment from when they first laid eyes on you, darling dears. You mean like me? Oh, me? Little O? Listen, not little O. You are a big something, darling dear. You're the what? The dog's bollocks. Why do I say, what do you always see the dogs shining, darling dears? Do we have to go down that road again? They spend all day shining their bollocks. Why? It's their prized possession. You are the dog's bollocks. And also, while I'm there, you are he or she for whom the sun rises. Return to sender in the name of the Most High. How dare they? Two of Swords. Don't let go into any situation blindly again. You make sure that you make the right choices. You never make a blind choice for a relationship, a friendship, a family member. I don't care who it is. Whomever sent that energy to you wanted you to fail in every situation in life. Chariot energy, I can't make it up. They wanted you to be caught up in their cranium. They wanted you to be going nowhere fast. But when God said, I bless you, Revelation 3:7, divine open doors is opening doors and will continue to open the doors for the soldier, for the light. You will continue to be blessed in their face. You're going to see them. They're going to start looking old and scuzz bucket like their true nature. It doesn't matter how good looking they are. They're going to have that tick, tick, boom kind of energy on them, darling dears. Divine is going to keep giving you this 10th cup. Because of what you went through and the fact that you did not carry vengeance in your heart. You took the knee. And you prayed for what? Sustenance, guidance, protection, and that what? That fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely wisdom. You bossed up in your masculine and feminine energy, and every one of them has your third eye buffed up to a bitchin' shine. Many of you are wanting to go into union, but it's not the time for that, darling dear. You've got to get back out into the Malkuth. We saw the Hermit in the reverse. We saw the 9 of Wands in the reverse, darling dears. It's for you to get back out. Get back on the old horse. Not the old horse from before. Not the one that you'll be flogging, because that's a dead horse. Get back out there and enjoy life in every way possible. Don't stay locked up because of what they did or what they're trying to do, darling dears. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Ephesians 6:13. It's all because you didn't want to put up with what they wanted you to put up with. Being less than. Many of them even ghosted you, darling, just to try and break your heart. Look at this. It was fated, it was destined for them to do what they did. World card, the Wheel of Fortune, excusez-moi. World card is the ending of a cycle, darling dears. It was destined. They had to do it. They had to. It was part of their soul contract with their leader, the devil. What they meant to break you was the healing, the making of you, darling dear. And expect some kind of a miracle to be what? Perpetrated in your hemisphere. Going forward. This is a new beginning. Don't focus on what they tried to do to you, darling dears. Focus on what divine wants to gift you. You saw the biggest pentacale of them all twice in the upright when pertaining to you. You saw them in the loss. No spiritual protection, going down, their health, everything, darling dear. They're possibly even losing their hairline, looking pitchy-patchy with wickedness, darling dear. Wickedness. 2 major arcana, final cards on this, and then we got to get out of here. To get great. I can hear you ordering on Amazon now, the red brick to put under the doormat. Listen, I don't play. When I do my live readings, I'm holding space for you. I do personal readings, darling dears. And I have my spirit has to be calm. It has to be clean. So let them cry. Cry into their fist they must. Luke 62:22, because the wacky races hasn't started for them yet. Remember, return to sender. Karma is a patient gangster, and they're already going down Bobby Brown. We saw the pentacles the Palace of Pentacles in the reverse, and we believe our eye chakras. These toxic tricks, darling dear. And they're effing liars. They're skin peeling liars, advocates of the gingivitis, and they can't get over you. And this is also represented by the World Wide Web. I just called the World card, and here it is. They're watching you, darling dears, waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to keel over and die. Yes, baby. waiting for you to be barking at passing cars. Let them wait. Hopefully they'll do us a favor and just hold their breath while they're at it. Just hold their breath. That's not suicide. That's a mercy killing, darling dear. Mercy killing. But I'm not putting it on no one. I've got no vengeance in my heart. Get back out there and experience life, darling dears. You've also got the what? The Two of Wands. It's going to take some time, but you have to put the effort into what? Reliving again, darling dear. This goes to 11. It speaks about synchronicities as well as being inspired and motivated, darling dears. You've got the Strength card, spiritual strength. Don't be tempted back into any of their what? Feeble-minded drama, darling dears. It's so 2020. Good golly and gosh. Right? This is your time to take a risk. Take that leap of faith on you. Be spontaneous with your life. The Fool card is air energy as well as Uranus. Be that rebel, darling dear. Whatever you've been doing, continue. Because it's what? Killing them softly, darling dears. As they continue to watch everything you do, these mouth breathers. Don't even tongue wrestle with them. You've got nothing. Pay them dust. Give them your shapely back. Law 16. And as I told you already, don't eat or drink nothing in their presence. Whether they prepared it with their own hand or it was just in the environment where they was in the environment where you don't want it. Nah, blood. That it would be a good time to develop a eating and drinking disorder. Base of the deck. Because what they're going to get for what they tried to do to you, who had no vengeance in your heart, big cat. The Tower moment is in the reverse. That's the rinse and repeat of it all. That's their business. What you sow, so you shall reap. And they are reaping that shiznai, darling dears, with their fake, betraying, back, front, neck tabbing energy. Yeah. Don't give them your psychological password, darling dear. No retreat, no surrender. Outrageous. Let's get a final card. Well, maybe I'll get two final cards. We're gonna go with the Kipper, because Kipper like to talk plain and straight. Let's see what Kipper's got to say about this. They did a death spell on you. Imagine that. Most of us are trying to work out cryptocurrencies, how to invest in properties, how to pay all of our attention to our progenies to make sure they have a better life. And they were looking for vengeance on Google spell. Good God. Paying practitioners, right? That was a very immature action. This is my God card in Kipper. It's in the reverse. They got demons on them, mate. Demons, right? I told you, no new opportunities. Their health is not working. Everything is going down, Bobby Brown. When you curse people that did you nothing but offered you friendship, true love, whatever it was you did for them, darling dear. They wanted your life to fail. But here you are. What did I say, big cat? Don't focus on the details. They're a detail. They're not. Remember, you can begin a new chapter anytime you want, but never you dare erase the old chapter. Why? Recon, darling dears. Wisdom is for the wise. But we've also got the memory of an elephant, just like the elephant in India. Blessings on you, darling dear, for what they try to do. Base of the deck. Spirit divine has papers on them. You don't like beefing with God. You'll never win. And what they did to you is going to affect their progeny to the second and third generation. If the progeny is in your care, they won't get the same as what their other parent or auntie, whatever that person is to you. You saw all the letters on the tableau, but the A came out twice. That's very, 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 very important. They've got an A in their first name or their last name. We saw a lot of Cancer energy. If you're a Cancer, I ain't picking on you. I told you it's the cards. Someone is getting some major judgment. Why? They're beefing with God. It's got nothing to do with you, big cat. You continue to make the right choices, darling dears, and Divine wants you to get back out there. Make new friends, make new partnerships and things like that, darling dear. Don't hide under a bushel. You've got a life to live. This is the 4 on the 4, darling dears. And let them watch as they wait for you to be brown bread, barking at passing cars, hairline-less out there in the public. Let them watch. Because what they try to do to you is given what? Nothing but death and destruction, poverty on them. Yeah, return to sender. You didn't do a thing except mind your own business and continue to what? Pay attention to the energies being directed to you. Call your ancestral team at any time, and you're going to see something significant go off in their hemisphere in the autumn months. Put that on your almanac. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. Also, toddle over to my TikTok where I do daily readings, darling dears. Let's get the numbers up to 1,000. We're nearly there, so we can do live interactive reads so we can see each other, eye chakra to eye chakra. How about that? And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again. Thank you for the super chat. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. They did a death spell on you and started a whole beef with God. Leave them where they are, but avoid them like the plague, darling dear. They will get what the duck got. Remember I told you that. Big cat wave.